Now, during the next 10 minutes, we will discuss the most important business events taking place from July 16th to 22nd. This is events around the corner on Kazakh TV. The optical disk drive manufacturer Optis will acquire the smartphone producer Pantech on July 17th. The international online auction leader eBay will split from PayPal on the 20th. From July 21st, all US banks will be compliant with the Volcker rule. Let's discuss this news in detail. The Ministry for Investment and Development of Kazakhstan, together with the National Agency for Technological Development, will accept the bids for the Tech Nation program until July 16th. The project is organized for startup teams from CIS, Europe and Asia. The objective of Tech Nation is to find promising innovation projects and approaches in the 4 priority fields: mobile technology, e-commerce, cloud computing and media technology. Experts will define 7 best teams to take part in the project. If foreign startup projects are selected, they will have to register in Kazakhstan and implement their project in the country. We expect to have up to 250 applications when the project is over. There will be a short list of 7 best concepts. Speaking of geography, the scale is truly multinational. Most of the teams come from Kazakhstan, but we also have participants from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, even Spain and Italy. After a 2-month mentor training, coach sessions and master classes, the teams will go to the Silicon Valley in the US. There they will meet mentors and investors and make demo presentations. Upon returning to Kazakhstan, the teams will be eligible for an investment of up to 5 million tenge to further develop their projects. Asset Isekeshev, Minister for Investment and Development, said that Kazakhstan is planning to build a knowledge-based economy. The second phase of the presidential program for industrial and innovation development promotes the creation of future industries. To achieve this, innovations should be developed and introduced, and technology companies should be fostered in innovative sectors. The Tech Nation program aims at supporting startups in order to implement the task. There are many interesting and innovative ideas among the projects under consideration. We hope that very soon these ideas will transform into operating businesses that will change our world globally. Optis, South Korea's manufacturer of optic disk drives, will acquire the Pantech company, which manufactures handsets, on July 17th. At the end of May this year, Pantech executives took a decision to liquidate the company due to tough competition. And now Pantech is having a second chance thanks to Optis. The Korea Times reports that Optis signed a memorandum of understanding with Pantech related to the acquisition of the latter. A due diligence team from Optis discussed with Pantech's management the deadlines for audit of the company's activity, its financial status and market share, as well as the date of the transaction. Optis is more than serious, having made an advance payment of $1.8 million for the acquisition of Pantech. The full contract is worth $36 million. Optis, which was founded by a former executive of Samsung Electronics, intends to diversify Pantech's portfolio. The company will place an emphasis on new smartphones and Internet of the Things devices. Optis has more than 4,000 patent rights in this field. At the peak of its popularity, Pantech's products were sold in many countries. Within the Optis group, the company will become a niche manufacturer producing budget handsets for Southeast Asian countries. In addition, Pantech smartphones will be shipped worldwide through internet shops. Starting from July 18th, citizenship claims must be submitted in Italy only online. To file an application, foreign migrants entitled to an Italian citizenship must receive a registration number on the website of the Italian Interior Ministry. After that, they will be able to fill a form with personal data online. However, before the form is filled, all the required documents should be scanned, including a €200 application payment receipt. The documents should be attached to the online form. The new system was launched in May. However, until July 18th, it will operate in parallel with the traditional way, which included a visit to a local prefecture. The Bank of England is accepting public nominations for the creative figure, which will grace the new £20 note. Lately, a panel of experts has been set up, comprising bank representatives and external experts. The panel will draw a short list of 8 from the submitted public nominations. Under the rules, any visual artist may be nominated. However, the living people, except the current monarch, children and fictional characters are barred. The decision will not be influenced by the number of times each person is nominated. The key factor will be the historic significance of his or her contribution. The Bank of England is looking for a person whose work shaped British thought, innovation, leadership, values and society, and who continues to inspire people today. Among those considered are the inventor of photography William Henry Fox Talbot, painter William Hogarth, director Richard Attenborough, poet William Blake, and actor Charlie Chaplin. It was announced earlier that Jane Austen would grace a new £10 note, and Winston Churchill would be the face of the £5 banknote. On July 20th, the world's largest internet auction, eBay, will split from the PayPal electronic payment system. According to the Financial Times, PayPal is worth $44 billion. The company's shares have already been listed on Nasdaq with a note pending the issue. The price per share was set at around $36. PayPal had its first IPO in 2002, after which eBay acquired the company for $1.3 billion. Experts believe that the separation of eBay and PayPal will make both businesses more attractive for a merger. Let me remind you that eBay announced the splitting of PayPal at the beginning of the year. Due to this decision, eBay will lay off 7% of its workforce, that is, around 2,500 employees. The management took this step so that the development of both companies was not impeded. Diversification of business is popular with large companies. Director and CEO of eBay, John Donohue, said eBay and PayPal were two major special business entities. As independent companies, they will be able to focus on their tasks better and be more flexible to reach success in the future. PayPal started offering solutions for Kazakhstan's online businesses in April this year. The decision to come to Kazakhstan's market was based on the results received from a global research carried out by Ipsos for PayPal. Kivanch Onan, general manager of PayPal for the Near East, North Africa and Turkey, noted that e-commerce is growing in Kazakhstan, and the country's reliable payment infrastructure is favorable for regional and international trade. The U.S. financial organizations will start fully complying with the so-called Volcker rule from July 21st. The new law will restrict certain activities of the banks. According to U.S. regulatory authorities, this measure will protect the country's financial system, investors and the global economy. The Volcker rule limits U.S. banks' proprietary trading. It will cover the banks that attract both individual and corporate deposits. The law is first of all limiting the risk taken by major banks such as Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan Chase. The rule was named after former US Federal Reserve head Paul Volcker. In his opinion, excessive trading activity of financial organizations was one of the reasons for the crisis of 2008. Volcker believes that the government should have a stricter control over banks. The Volcker rule restricts trading activities which are most profitable for banks. According to the Wall Street Journal, 8 largest financial organizations will lose a total of $10 billion in pre-tax earnings. Banks are not happy with the new law and point to possible negative outcome. Lawsuits are being prepared against the new rule. The term of office of the Board of International Bank of Azerbaijan will be prolonged until July 22nd. The decision was taken at a session of the Bank's Supervisory Board. Presently, Emil Mustafayev is the acting chairman of the board. He has been the first deputy chairman since 2012. The chairman, however, has not been elected yet. This position has remained vacant since March 18th this year, when Jahangir Gadjiyev quit due to health condition. This has been our perspective on the coming week. You've watched Events Around the Corner. See you next time on Kazakh TV.